Well, if you love playing with those negative exponents from section 4.5, you're really going to love section 4.6. 4.6 takes those rules that we've learned about negative exponents and fractional exponents and puts it together with all of the rules that you should remember from last year. The product of powers rule, where if we have the same base and we're multiplying, we add the exponents, which I'll highlight right here. We have the quotient of powers rule. If we're dividing with the same base, then we subtract the exponents. We have the power of a power. So a power raised to another power, we multiply the exponents. We have product power, which means if we have different things being multiplied within a set of brackets raised to a power, then that power applies to both things in the bracket, which is basically just an extension of the power of a power rule. Okay. And then we have the power of a quotient rule. If we have a fraction, then this exponent here can be applied to both the a and the b. And again, to give you this, but again, this is just another expansion of this rule. Right? So hopefully you have a bit of a remembrance of those rules from last year. If not, then, well, we're just going to practice and play. So section 4.6 just takes all of that stuff now and has you play with questions, and play with lots of questions. And they range in difficulty from being fairly easy at the beginning to more complicated at the end. The easy ones in the beginning, just reviewing a single rule, if not maybe two, whereas the questions at the end in section 4.6, well, if we skip right ahead, while we're dealing with powers of powers as well as fractional exponents, and then powers raised to fractional exponents, all kinds of different rules. Okay. So here we go. Simplify by, that's supposed to say by, simplify B writing, simplify by writing as a single power. So here we have 0.3 raised to the power of negative 3 times 0.3 raised to the power of 5. You should be able to recognize that those are both the same base, so my base is going to be 0.3. And then because it's multiplication, I add those exponents, and negative 3 plus 5. Well, negative 3 plus 5 is 2. So 0.3 squared. So that's writing in this as a single power. Example B. 1.4 cubed times 1.4 to the power of 4 divided by 1.4 to the power of negative 2. Recognizing that all three of these are the same base. Whoops. 1.4 here, 1.4, 1.4. So I know that the base is going to stay the same, 1.4. And then I look at the exponents. Well, here at the top, I'm multiplying same base, so I'm going to add those exponents together. Didn't want that to happen. Add those exponents together. And then if I'm dividing by the same base, I'm going to subtract that. So really this is going to be 1.4 to the power of 3 plus 4 minus a negative 2. Well, 3 plus 4 is 7. Minus a minus becomes plus a positive. So 3 plus 4 plus 2 is going to be 9. So this becomes 1.4, all raised to the power of 9. And there's my answer. Got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. I'm going to take a break here. Try C and D, and when I come back, I will do those examples.